This is the true story of 15 students picked to learn in a classroom,
work together,
and have their lives changed. To find out what happens, people stop being naive and start getting real.
The C.L.U.E.S class.
The C.L.U.E.S class. The C.L.U.E.S class. The C.L.U.E.S class! This is the C.L.U.E.S class.
Howdy, Yag. My name is Melissa Cooper, and I am a communication major from the Woodlands, Texas, class of 2010. And most importantly, I am the proudest member of the C.L.U.E.S Fellows. I got involved with C.L.U.E.S about 14 weeks ago. Probably one of the most impactful, influential classes I have been privileged to be a part of. I heard about C.L.U.E.S via mass email from the liberal arts school, art department, potato. And I saw it and I was like, okay, you know what, I really need something that could spice up my time at A&M, something that would give me a chance to interact with people totally different from me, from different backgrounds, different beliefs, different nationalities, and it was probably the best decision I made to contact Leslie Ann Brown. I think that the most important thing C.L.U.E.S has given me is probably awareness, acceptance, and activism, in such that before participating with C.L.U.E.S, I'd like to think I have an open mind. I try to get to know people that are different from me, so that to benefit me and help me understand different cultures. And C.L.U.E.S has aided me in realizing that everyone's different, thus everyone does not have the same beliefs, and some people just are fine with their lives the way they are, which is fine. And it's shown me that really it's up to everyone to do their part to help everyone become aware of the beauty in diversity, because I think the pure fact that everyone's different is probably one of the most beautiful things in life. It's also shown me that accepting people from different cultures is probably the most important thing a person can do, and because it will benefit them in the long run, because a lot of people just shut down when it comes to someone that's different than them, and because either they're afraid that they won't be accepted of that person, or that really they're just really apprehensive to approach someone that's totally just from the other side of the tracks from them, and I think that really cripples an individual's growth, because I think experiencing things that are different from yourself will help you become a better person and help you educate others. So awareness is that first step, and acceptance. And I think activism is the third like major thing that C.L.U.E.S aided me in acknowledging, because I think that once you become aware and once you become accepting, like, you really, like, should do your part in helping others become aware in hopes that they would become accepting. And, like, really that just if you get involved with different aspects of society, then, like, you will become culturally knowledgeable. Like, you will, because I think it's just amazing, the multitude of things that people have to offer. Hello again. So, my favorite experience with C.L.U.E.S, or not my favorite, but one of the many experiences with C.L.U.E.S that sticks out in my mind is, I don't know if you can see all the bugs around here, that's not it, but is the tunnel of oppression. Initially, I went into that thinking that, oh my gosh, we have to sign a waiver, like, this is going to be, like, so hardcore, like, I don't know, like, it's, do I sign this waiver? This is like, am I signing over my soul? But, like, I wasn't really, prepared. Sorry, unpopular. I wasn't really, expecting what came out of it. I went in there thinking that it was going to be very graphic and very, like, intense, and, like, I would have to leave or something because of that intensity. But I found it enlightening because it was not like that. And after going through it and after seeing all the skits and all the issues that they presented, I was let down. But now that I think about it, I think that for the majority of students, they aren't aware of these issues. Luckily, programs like C.L.U.E.S help students become aware, like, through educating them. But the majority of students on campus, like, have no idea what white consciousness is, or issues regarding interracial relationships, or problems that the GLBT community faces every day. And I think that experience showed me that it is very important to educate students in these issues, because if not, then people are just gonna, like, live their lives every day not knowing the hardships that others face, and not knowing that things that they say might be hurting someone. So yeah, after time I realized that was a really important thing that the university provided students with, and hopefully everyone should go see it next year.
Oh, I didn't see you. Why, hello there. My name's Teresa Gonzalez. Don't mind me, I'm just reading a fabulous book. But you can call me Teresa Gonzalez. And I'm a business major from Irving, Texas. But more importantly, I'm the proudest member of the Fighting Texas Aggie class of 2010. That's too many A's. And let me tell you about C.L.U.E.S. I like to say that I'm really excited about next semester when we talk about leadership more, and this book. But what we have discussed is different types of leaders and leadership styles, and being an inclusive leader. And it's helped me, along with the leadership and different types of communication styles and meeting other people. It's helped me with my organizations that I've been in, and such as class councils and carpool, and relating to different people when they get in the car, and being able to being able to relate to them in their certain situations. I think the discussions that we have includes sitting in the round tables and just sharing our thoughts in the comfortable atmosphere that's created there. I really enjoyed that. Also, another thing I'd like to talk about is stereotyping. Includes, and just also, stereotyping and self-awareness. Includes, when we sit around these round tables, we can just talk openly and freely and not feel like we have to hold back what we're saying. And I think it really helps us break through to realize, maybe what we haven't before. Like before, I thought I knew I didn't know everything, but I had a handle on maybe myself. But then when we talked about stereotyping, I know Terrence talked about the Cracker Barrel and how he felt it was like this towards white people, you know. And I was like, I never really viewed it that way. I guess it was kind of like I took it for granted maybe, but I always thought they helped, like they always catered to the older people going there, and it kind of clicked to me. I was like, oh, okay, well, he's viewing it differently, maybe because of this way, or I was viewing it differently, maybe because of this way, or it could have been the places that we've gone to. It could have been so many different scenarios. And then with Amber, she talked about going into the mall and Redbird, and when she talked about this, like going into Dillard's and shopping there, it clicked. I didn't realize before that how people could be portrayed or treated differently. I mean, I know people are treated differently, but how people felt at these certain places when they had the same type of atmosphere, because to me it was the same. But she talked about when she went to certain Dillard's and near her part of town, she didn't feel comfortable there, and I'm like, why not? That's such a great part of town. And then she said she'd rather go to Redbird Mall, and I was like, oh my gosh, I would never want to go to the Redbird Mall. And then I started, I should look at her point of view, and I did, and I started to dissect it. And I was like, okay, that's where she feels comfortable, and if I go to that mall where she was at, that's where I would feel comfortable. And just like the different situations that played in, it clicked. I thought it was amazing, because now I can take myself and I take a step back and I'll put myself in their situation and maybe see different things that are affecting them and help me to realize what they're going through. Another thing I liked about C.L.U.E.S is that here she has to these amazing little sheets to learn more about herself. And as you can tell, I never really finished the organization one. We did one about our organizations that we were in, and then we did some about what we were in for personal growth. And I really enjoyed the personal growth one. It was easy, but then doing the you can tell I didn't really fill in the rest of these. I wish I did. I don't really know what I said anymore. But and like these up here, I didn't get to fulfill all of them because some of them are over. But it was a good start, and I really enjoyed it. It made me learn about myself and what I need to grow upon and what I hadn't. And then there was another paper called Who Am I? And we did like organizational models, or like we looked at models about growth. And I figured, we don't have to follow those models, and maybe some of them are right, and I do fit in somehow, but then we're not all going to fit in that way, and that's okay. So, that's what I like to say. Thanks and gig 'em. Oh, wait. I'm not done yet. My favorite thing about C.L.U.E.S was we had these co-curricular activities, and I didn't get to go to the PV game because I hear it was an amazing experience, and I wish I got to go, but I had other obligations. So instead, my favorite co-curricular was Dining with Diversity, and we got to sit around, and I sat down with Dr. Townsend, and she talked about maybe coming from the north and how it was a different culture, and she came down here to Texas. Like, people would, like, they held the door open for her and called her ma'am, and then they would let her have a seat on the bus. And she was like, what? I can stand up. I can open my own door. And I was like, whoa, they're just being nice. But it was her different culture. And I was like, whoa, that's so neat. And because we're both from America. And that's really cool. And even girls from West Texas, they perceive their culture is different from the one I have in North Texas. And I just thought it was really different and really neat to talk about and understand. Thanks and gig 'em.
Under the Indiana sun,